Now that we have finished assembling our song, all we have to do is add the final effects. Now, to use the mixer, it is quite simple. First, we have to route all our channels to the mixer. Basically, we have to take all of this and integrate it here onto all of the slots. So to do that, we're going to go into our step sequencer. We're going to right click on each one of the channels. And then we're going to open our mixer. On insert 1, we will click on channel routing. Then we will press Shift Control L and everything will be routed. Now, we can adjust the individual volumes for each of these channels just by dragging up and down. We can adjust the stereo, which is basically from which speaker will the sound come out of, the right or the left. And if we go on the right here, we have all of our effects, everything that we can add. Now, totally to the left is the master. The master controls all of the channels that are listed to the right, all at once. So, a simple thing to enhance our song, a simple effect would be to add reverb to it. Reverb is basically what makes it sound more acoustic, more natural, as if it were in a big room. So we can go ahead and use the Fruity Reverb effect modulation. Right click it and select one of the presets. Personally, I like the venue. Now that we have added it, we can hear how it sounds and see if it needs. There's already a noticeable difference to the song. Now, another thing that we have to look at is see how each of the pitches sounds. So is the sound muddy? We have to ask ourselves these questions. Is it too high pitched? If it is high pitched, we can adjust the volumes for the instruments that are high pitched. In this case, it would be our piano. The piano is playing the things that are on the higher octaves. If our kick is too loud, we can adjust the volume. We can do this for each of the individual tracks to our liking. Another thing that we need to add to finish our song is a few effects. We can add some special effects by going to Pack and clicking SFX. For a build-up, it is nice to have a sweep-up sound. Something that'll help, that's like a crescendo that increases in volume. So let's try the choir swell. We can go ahead and integrate that into our song, put it right there. And this helps the audience understand that the drop is here. And between the build-up and the drop, I have left a small space here. This is because most EDM tracks feature a small vocal sample, which is a small chant. So we can go into packs, click vocals, and see whatever fits into that spot. So since we're composing
house music, house music,
and hear how the build-up and the drop sounds now.
House music.
See, that's a much better transition. But we can see that on the part of the drop, the reverb seems to be a bit high. So we can add an automation for that. An automation basically tells the effect at which part it needs to increase and decrease, and does it automatically. So all you need to do to add an automation is right-click the effect and click Create Automation Clip. And here we have the automation clip in the playlist. So in the part of the drop, we can reduce. All you have to do is right-click here, the points where you want to reduce it between, and you can drag it here. This will help balance things out. We can also, to improve the introduction, we can add a volume automation to our piano. So all we have to do is click on the volume adjuster button, right-click it, and click Create Automation Clip. Now in the beginning, we're going to set the points. That's point A, and that's point B. And this will help fade in the sound. And this is really nice for the DJs to have, as it allows them to better transition your song with others. And that is pretty much it for the final effects of your song. Something else that certain producers like to add in the outro is kind of a reverse snare. So they go into they use that effect. Could be something like this, or even something that goes down, a decrescendo, which will be the opposite of what we use for the build-up, like this one, or this. Let's see how the intro sounds. We can also add a snare, a cymbal at the end. And that's how you make the outro. So that is it for your song. I hope you really enjoyed easyedm.tk. Please remember to answer the short quiz right after, and also to do the survey. This will really help me out for my personal project. Thank you and have a nice day.